What? Hello there. Camera, why are you staring at my bowls? There we go. That's a little better. Welcome. Hello. Why can't you hear me? Hello. Welcome in. Hi. There we go. Welcome. Hi, I am Chef Jay Tay. Now that my microphone is actually functional. Thank you all for joining in with me tonight. Let's see. Hello, Mimic. Hello, Soph. Welcome in, JK. Not sure why. I thought I saw some check-ins there. Hey, Sniper. Interesting. It's the bot. The bot hasn't realized the stream went live today. It didn't do live notices. Let's look what's going on back here. I've got an agent working on it. We'll see how it pans out or doesn't. Hey, you saw me. Why didn't you follow me? Why did you keep going over here? I'm over here. Get with it, camera. Ooh, where do we start with things tonight? Coffee! That's where we start with things. Do I have coffee ground? I know I turned the kettle on at least, but I did. Apparently this is 1,292 grams. Did you really make it all the way over to the cane sugar bag? Really? That far? Like, I can understand the AP, the artisan baking flour, pushing it when you get to the powdered sugar. But really, you made it to the cane sugar with the camera? Why isn't that a lovely picture? What has gone on here? So many things affecting thing in the air. Bump them. You bumped the wire control. Oh, that's what happened to it. I forgot I did that. I put my 90-degree angle connector back on there because I don't really need it for back there. Yeah. Oh, here. We can tear this. Let's make sure we're still up to temp. That's been sitting off of there for a minute. Yeah, that dropped over 6 degrees. So how we all doing, folks? I hope you have all had a lovely, lovely day. How's your Sunday been? How's your weekend been? I have a cucumber. Everything doing okay? We looking okay there? We looking okay there? Why do I have a oh, because the bot still hasn't figured that out either. This thing's just taking forever while it's staring at the trash for you, folks. I don't want it to stare at the... What are you? Are you just analyzing my entire house here? What are you looking at? Seriously. You don't need all that info, China. I shall go look at what the agent is doing. Nothing. It's getting nothing done. I'm tired of this. You're just staying right there now. Oh, hey, I should probably deal with this first. Are you working today? You are. That's a little bit of a surprise. I was expecting to at least have to cycle that one. Well, we've got Scramble going in chat. That's a promising sign. Welcome in, everyone. Happy Sunday to you all. Cheers. Oh, hey, it looks like the agent got the channel points back working. I told it to fix those. Let's see what else it's fixed in the meantime. Yeah, it's still doing things. I'll let it do its thing. So what are we doing for dinner tonight? Other than picking up dried pasta out of the stove. We are making chicken salad to start. I'm wishing I had better variety of peppers, because I don't have the right peppers really for either of these dishes tonight. For either the pickles or for the chicken. I'm basically going to be doing some spice out of my drawer with some habaneros, or not habaneros, with jalapenos. Because I have pickled jalapenos in the house, and I have spice in the house. I went to 2 stores today and didn't see much that excited me as far as, like, good peppers. But these dishes are intended to be made with higher-end, hotter, smaller Thai-like style chilies, or Thai bird chilies, or something in that department. Just so you know. And also, I'm also skipping coconut, because I don't do coconut, and it's a major thing for this. But it's Guam. It's an island. You know, they have something local. It's in everything. I did try to get bananas that were fully ripe for tonight, and they're still not quite there. I had them in a brown bag for the last 24 hours. Oh, hey. We're going to an ad now, though, because the bot woke up. Let's see here. I actually think I am going to start with the chicken here first. We have our chicken breasts from last stream. Butchered up. Do I even... Yeah, let's cut them up. Welcome, Blake. I'm just doing this to increase the browning space. The browning surface space. This is going to be broken up into a chicken salad, so like you could even use canned chicken for this, maybe. And several versions of this that I saw photos of, I've never seen this actually made, is rather light chicken dish, so it, like, could have been straight up boiled or something. But I'm gonna sear my chicken. cooking oil. My neck does not like that. Wow. Can't imagine whatever I could have done to do that. I removed the shelf from my stained glass work table desk thing contraption. And yeah, I may have done one of these numbers a little too hard for that. No, that was not a follow me camera. You stay in place. You lost your chance to track me tonight. Oops, wrong button. That was the button I wanted. I'm now intrigued what that word is. Oh. The bot says that this word is a plain or shabby person. doing dessert last tonight. Though looking at the recipe for the donuts, this looks like a very viable alternative to banana bread. That is, if you have oil around your house. Yeah, I'm more of a stickler when it comes to bisque with this one. But chowder, yeah, is typically only a couple of things can be called a chowder. Corn and potatoes are the two major veggie ones. And then clams. Otherwise, it's a bisque. And tomato bisque irks me because bisques are supposed to be made with shellfish. I put corn chowder on the calendar, not because corn is available locally here. It is in summer, but because someone else posted that it was available at the store. And I did notice just recently they did put it in, I don't know if it was Safeway or one of the other big supermarket stores. Oh, end of the hour. Welcome, Capitano. Happy Sunday. That it did. I have so much that I want to change from the first Cutting Glass stream that I don't know when the next one is going to be. Like, there is so much. I got started into it today, but... like, I haven't even started into the software of it, and I'm probably going to have to move everything from this machine back there. That said, I already got started in on some secret projects. Getting there. Bit more oil. I just made a realization that's, this is a real plus for being a tall 6+ dude. 6-foot dude. You don't have to worry about oil splatter. Like, it's not right in your face. Like, oil splatter's coming, like, up here. It ain't... That's fine. One more round and then we'll be good with the chicken. Cock break. Corn chowder. Not really. Got Top Golf on Wednesday. With my new coworkers, never been to Top Golf. I've never been to Top Golf. Is there something... Is there an experience to be had at Top Golf over golf, or... Because I don't know the golf thing either. On the other hand, I'd be willing to play some disc golf. Not very good at it, but I'd at least have a chance. Well, it's a fun event out with other people, which is more than I can say that I do. So I'm excited for you. Just don't go there and show them all up and then, have them never invite you again because they were embarrassed. Leave that for next week when there's money involved. The more I look at this recipe, and pictures of this recipe, which I just looked up a couple of pictures here a moment ago. I guess this is along the lines of what I'm doing. Chunk like chicken. Most everything else I saw is pretty much like most everything else seems to be shredded chicken. Just like straight boiled white shredded chicken. And I'm sorry, boiled chicken does not excite me. I definitely get you on the traffic part too. Like, I can't leave my house if it's between like 2 and 4. I don't know the exact hours of the morning rush anymore. When I was working farmers markets, I was out before it. So I've never really had to deal with that 8 in the morning-ish rush. Turn the pan off on that now because I don't want that to completely get burnt up. We want that flavor. Hi, Soph. Thank you for the resub. Greatly appreciate that. Get out of here. Surprisingly, the recipe calls for both types of onion. So we're doing both. I'm using a sweet onion, but yellow onion and green onion. Check out these 10 tips. Number 6 will blow your mind. $110. It just keeps growing. We doing all of this? Yeah, we're doing all of this. Onions going in the pan now. Which they still had a little bit of sizzle there when they first started. And kick the flame back on. This is mostly just to get the flavor out of the pan. I don't want to cook these onions too much. You had a terrible morning. Oh, what you've been having a not so great couple of days here. Soy. Sort of help the glaze. Alright, we're going to pull all this back over the cutting board now. Let's give that a quick rinse out. Okay. I don't want to add that just yet. We can definitely add that. Actually, I think I got a decent amount still open down here. Yeah. We'll start off with a bunch of bot. We're going to start off with some red pepper flake. Cayenne. I'm purposely being a bit rough with the chicken, trying to get it to break up a bit. I know I got you out here. We need lemon juice. Also, SprinkleBot's been having a rough one today, too. It thought Cutting Glass went live instead of Chef Jay Tay, and did everything wrong for the start of stream, and I had to have it fixed. So I am not too surprised that Now is not happy. I am missing, however, what all happened to you earlier. Got a flat tire... pouring rain, 50-mile-an-hour winds, and freezing. I thought it was like boiling hot there the other day. You need that dude that goes around on TikTok or whatever to have stopped up with his like Honda Civic or whatever with a full tire shop in the back. El Capitano, it was a royal mess of a first stream. There might be some VODs over there. I don't know if I just got rid of everything or if I just got... I might have moved it over to YouTube, is what might have happened. Let me check here. I have to open that other browser that I don't normally use, because I have it logged into all that stuff for me. They are on the YouTube channel for Cutting Glass, which I will throw in there in chat. All 3 parts. I stopped and restarted the stream at least 10 times, probably pushing 15 to 20. And so those were like the big bulk of it. But essentially I just went through and showed off all the individual pieces of glass that I bought to start things off with. There's a big photo in the Discord of all of the glass already. So I didn't really start off doing anything much in the way of work. I wrapped up by starting to work on making a glass shield for my glass grinder, which I have since finished, but it wasn't cutting for me very nicely on stream, and it was a royal pain in the butt to cut. But I did get that done. I was royally frustrated. I'm still frustrated that Twitch wanted to play games. What I realized at the end of this whole thing was I'm essentially grandfathered in, apparently, with Chef Jay Tay being able to stream the way that I normally stream and have been streaming for ages. But with the newer stuff that Twitch has, and Cutting Glass being a new channel, they weren't very happy with me pushing them a 15,000 bit rate. And so that was apparently why my screen was going blank. I switched it to do whatever Twitch wants, and it came back. Which, if you know bit rates, you know sizes, you know what resolutions I'm broadcasting at, which I'm broadcasting at 2K for here on Twitch. I don't know if Twitch probably dials it back to 1080. But, like, 6K is conservative for 10K, for 1080, much less 2K. I just realized my light wasn't on over here. That's not very bright. So this would also have shredded coconut in with it. What are you looking at, camera? Yes, tortilla chips are on sale. So this also gets green onion in it, but I'm not going to put the green onion in here until it cools down a bit. Am I missing anything else in this concoction? It seems like a pretty simple dish, other than the whole me not having the proper peppers and not having the coconut. Really, they're using Korean chili flakes here. Interesting. Alright, so we'll leave it like that for right now. And this is like a chicken salad-like dish. So this is not going to be served hot traditionally. You're getting a rinse off even though you were in plastic. You'll work for this. I need you to be thicker than potato chips tonight. That'll work. And I was intrigued by these. Because this ratio that's a cup of soy sauce. Fit in there. Stay. And only a half cup of vinegar. Sugar. Not a ton, but a little bit. Salt. The other salt. Let's see what I actually put in the calendar. fresh garlic. I've looked at a couple of pictures of these, and the pickles almost look red. I think it's because of the soy sauce when it absorbs in. I can already sort of see it here with some of these, where I think it actually gets a little bit of like a, maybe it's also the camera work, but I'm gonna toss a little onion in here too, because I like onion in my pickles. I probably should have left myself a little onion left over from the chicken for this, but oh wells. One thing I have discovered working on projects that chat will never see over in the stained glass department is that I'm getting way more really micro shards of glass than I expected doing this. And I'm really feeling like the padded edge of the workbench was a mistake. Because I'm already feeling like the glass shards are going to get stuck into the foam. I've also made the realization I have a small little like hand vac. Yeah, that thing's moving next to that table. It's currently in my bedroom. It's going to be attached to that table. That or I'm getting the $25 wet dry vac I've got in my truck. I'm putting it there, but that thing's noisy as all get out. And I don't really need a wet dry vac for vacuuming up glass shards. So we got garlic, onion, salt, pepper, soy sauce, and white vinegar. Salt, pepper, MSG, or salt and MSG. no pepper. And I think I'm going to live without using that part of onion. For a while there, I've had that. We're going to ads here in a quick moment. It's the end of the hour. But I've had that wet dry vac in my truck for ages now. Like, little cheapest thing I could find. And even still, I have worried about that being in the back of my truck because of how San Francisco used to be. Apparently, it's doing pretty well as far as, like, they're not doing break-ins there anymore. The police have got after them enough that they're not really doing that so much in San Francisco anymore. You gotta go in there. Oh, you wanna go up here. Okay. So we got these started. We got our chicken cooling down. I guess we can chop our green onion now for this, since it's not roasting hot over here anymore. I'm gonna throw some jalapenos in there. I already hit it up pretty heavily with other heat and spice, but for a while there, like, I'm a solid distance away from San Francisco, so I didn't really see any of this firsthand, but I saw the videos and stuff, and I was like, yeah, it's a bit ridiculous. I don't want to drive to the airport. Anyways. Yeah, I was worried about even that up here. I don't know where I was going with that. I forgot. But happy that I didn't really see any of that up here. Seeing all sorts of gun charges in the news lately. And not like someone has a gun, more like 20-year-old caught with 200 guns, half of them ghost guns, sort of a thing. Or with full auto modifications, or that I suspect, I have no clue who in the world is in control of things between Norteños and the Southerners, and whether the bikers are getting back into the thing, because there's all sorts of bikers in town these days. I have no clue. But people aren't getting along somewhere. That's more here in Sonoma County, though. We do have a Hell's Angel clubhouse in Santa Rosa. And I do know that both the Serenos and Norteños have presences. And I have no clue who, like, if they're even, like, the big names in the gangs and all of that. Like, for a long time here in California, it was North versus South. Again, white boy, not in gangs, no clue what's actually going on, talking about things he knows nothing about. But hey, that's sort of what streaming's like. Oh, there you are. I'm just blind. So we got mashed bananas. I need oil ready. So I'm going to start heating up oil here next. Alright, so we got our mashed bananas. We're going to need a cup of flour. Some sugar. That looks like a good amount of sugar. Yeah, a little more. Oh, we should mix that in before we... A little vanilla. I actually want to taste the banana, so I'm going to add the salt to the banana too. Cup of flour, baking powder, baking soda, You could probably sneak some protein powder into these too. Do you see that there's people trying to prove or disprove or investigate whether it was actually a suicide? I remember when it happened, like, it was, like, major news. Like, So we gotta wait on oil to heat up now. I guess we'll cut green onions while we're waiting on that, because I said I was going to do that earlier for the chicken and didn't. Hey Alex, welcome in. So we have our chicken salad here. We'll add our green onions to this. Pretty simple chicken salad that they have. I mean, it's got soy and lemon in there, but otherwise it's lemon, coconut, and chicken. Onion, coconut, and chicken. 2 types of onion. Tasty. And then for anyone just joining in, we also have pickles. I found these intriguing because they're using a cup of soy sauce with a half cup of white vinegar. Like, normally soy sauce is not that huge of a percentage of pickling liquid or pickling whatever. And there's some sweet onion in there with the cucumbers as well. About 160 on the oil. Let's crank that up all the way. All the way. do it Five Guys style. Heat up oil. Magically become hot enough to boil. You're not even boiling the water I just dropped in there. It's got an interesting pattern, though. Man, that chicken sits with you. Like, I still got that flavor going in my mouth. I need some water. Wow, I don't got much water. Not even a full glass. It's weird how those like cracks like form in the oil between. My assumption is it's differences in heat levels, but I don't know. It's intriguing though, and they're like, if you haven't seen this before in your life and you haven't had a big pot of oil warming up in front of you. They're like 3-dimensional in real life too. Like you get the one perspective from the camera there, but like some of them have height, some of them don't. Poured myself water and didn't drink any. Oh, his nose. I'm not live on YouTube tonight. Whether I am, but under the wrong name. Bot didn't set up the stream right today. Bot's not doing well today. The bot gets a bad rap. It's one of those jobs where, like, when it does its job, no one praises it. No one's like, good job, bot. But when it messes up, I just pile the hate on it. I sit here and rally all of you to hate the bot at the same time. We're getting there. We're getting close on the oil. 270, 280, 298. Give that a little shake. Good job, captions. That was a very accurate reading of what numbers I said there. I'm reporting 300 throughout. Let's give this a shot. Starting to smell the banana. It smells nice in here now. I have no idea if I cooked those long enough or not. Let's get the oil a second to recover here. Let's break into one of these and see if I actually cooked this through or not. It's looking pretty good. On the edge, maybe. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do with that. I think that's seen enough heat. Also a little hard to tell with the fruit being such a major component of it, and the flour just sort of just barely binding it. Thought about scraping that last one out of the bowl and like, I could get one more. And then I realized, do I really need one more donut? No. Stay on the dark side. Boo. Cooperate. Heat off on the oil now. I went a little further on the second ones in case I didn't do quite enough on the first ones. I think I did, but it's on the edge. I'm sure it would be highly debated on Reddit. And I can't use that bowl. Hey, Mimic. You've been in here since the beginning. But check-ins were disabled earlier, so I understand. So there's our first plated dish of the night. Banana donuts. Donuts. We have our chicken salad. Maybe we'll go with you. And our pickles. Captain Underpants. Donuts are lovely. Banana keeps them nice and soft. Lightly sweet because I didn't put a ton of sugar in there. Good stuff. I didn't do cinnamon sugar because I figured island. Most of the things I've read have been like serve them with syrup or with honey or with something that they've had imported. And so, while cinnamon and sugar would probably be amazing on those donuts, I didn't go there tonight. Did I try the pickles? Let's try a pickle. That's a whole different experience, a pickle. The soy the soy is right there at the beginning, but you don't really notice it as a soy until the finish. The finish is just like all soy sauce. The start was crunchy, savory, like not hugely acidic. There's not a ton of vinegar there. I really like those. I don't know what I would pair them with. Like, they're like pickles. They're sort of on their own. Like, they're a good palate cleanser. They're tasty, but they are not what I would expect from a pickle either. Like, they're not that initial acidic, sour. It's just this crunchy, gentle savoriness. I really like them. I really like them. I don't know what I would pair them with. Like, they're not a flavor that I think would go with a ton of stuff other than maybe like sushi or something like that. Yeah. Okay. So that was a good experiment. I'm happy with those. I think you all should give, if you're a pickle lover, you should give Chamorro Cucumber Salad a try. I'm probably mispronouncing Chamorro. I apologize. White guy doesn't know what he's talking about. What shall we do here next? Gonna be back tomorrow night. Gonna be cooking my own take on corn chowder, which is questionably not an authentic corn chowder. I have to be honest with chat. This is the authentic dinner. The real dinner is gonna also include tortilla chips, salsa, and maybe guacamole because they're all in my fridge already. Well, the tortilla chips aren't, but... And I was debating whether I wanted to break out the last of the bread and see if that was actually unmoldy still. I still have a couple of slices of bread from the other night. From last Sunday. Because this could definitely be chicken salad. Alright, folks. I greatly appreciate you hanging out with me. I hope you've had a great weekend. I wish you good luck into the start of your new week if you haven't had a great weekend. I hope things heal quickly. And, yeah. Have a great night, folks. Hope to see you back here tomorrow. Good night.